The race is about to start, and here we can see our starting lineup of racers. As the race starts, Max Dragon Llama is off to an amazing start there, everyone else in their normal positions. We can see here, lots of overtakes happen. IMA stood up to third, Shadowseeker is still at the back of the pack. Striderman looking to overtake Sea Devil, he honeys but gets overtaken by Shadowseeker as well. IMA overtakes there, going into first place, amazing turn from him, and Shadowseeker is in fourth now after a honey from Striderman. Weaker drivers are being weeded out very fast on this track. Shadowseeker could go up to third here, and he does. And now our top three is IMA, Pax, and Shadowseeker, with Max Dragon Llama trailing behind. Max Dragon Llama, who had an amazing start to the race, is now in fourth place after this turn from IMA, and after another overtakes from Shadowseeker. Into lap 3 now, we can see IMA and Shadowseeker there. Shadowseeker's trailing behind IMA, looking to overtake him. Pax is in third now, completing the podium. And IMA honeys here, gifting Shadowseeker first place. And Shadowseeker needs to defend this first place really well to avoid being overtaken by IMA. Into lap 5 now, we can see that Shadowseeker has done just that and defended his first place phenomenally against IMA. And into lap 6, IMA has caught up a lot from a few mistakes from Shadowseeker, and he now has the chance to reclaim first place and hopefully win this Grand Prix. Shadowseeker defends the corner very nicely there, letting up zero space on the inside, and both of them are about to overtake Sea Devil right now. G-Tox is absolutely nowhere to be seen, and Max Dragon Llama is still in fourth place with Pax still in third. Great defense from Shadowseeker, but he goes a bit wide there, opening a chance for IMA. Nudge from IMA there, but he can't capitalize. Great defense from Shadowseeker, but on this corner he lets it all go. Nudge from IMA, still legal though, and he's now claimed first place. Shadowseeker could overtake here, but IMA defends phenomenally on the inside and even forces a boost. Gap widens between the two into this next corner. IMA defending well again. Shadowseeker almost honeys. Great chance here from Shadowseeker though, but IMA does not let up on the defense. Into lap 7, gap between the two is closed. Contact between Shadowseeker and IMA. Right there, he honeys again, and has now lost his first place completely. Tried to squeeze through the inside, but there just wasn't enough space. Poor decision making from Shadowseeker. Guess the honey dive bomb just isn't for everyone. Rest of lap 7, IMA with a mistake that could cost him the race as he gets off his pig, but he keeps his first place just slightly, defends the inside there against Shadowseeker. Gap closes down a tiny bit now, as both of them have lapped Striderman. Into lap 9 now, gap has widened even more. Suspicious honey blocks on the track, maybe from a quit racer. Now it does look like we have a clear winner from IMA. Striderman struggling to catch up after being lapped. And now into lap 10, we see the gap has closed down even more. Shadowseeker now has the chance to clinch this Grand Prix and somehow overtake IMA and start his comeback in the driver's standings. As we go further down on the track, we see Pax and Sea Devil battling it out. Pax could lap Sea Devil as well. A few mistakes from Sea Devil has led him to be 6th place in this race, and a few more could let him be lapped by Pax as well. He goes wide on this corner now, and Pax has lapped him. Very poor racing from Sea Devil. Hopefully he can capitalize next time. Max Dragon Llama looking quite lonely over there, and Striderman has honeyed again, which means he will not be catching back up to the top 2. Gap is relatively the same from when we last saw them. IMA going a tiny bit wide, but we'll be able to make up for it on this corner. Gap has closed down a tiny bit as we go back onto the corner where Shadowseeker might be having a few flashbacks. IMA, great turns from both. Shadowseeker and IMA not letting up any mistakes as they cannot afford to bottle the race now. IMA going down to the last few turns of the race, looking like a normal race now. Max Dragon Llama is racing backwards to try and distract Shadowseeker, but it looks like it will not matter as we go into the final straight. Shadowseeker punching the air as IMA is just out of reach. IMA wins the Texas Grand Prix. And here are our podium finishes, with IMA in first, Shadowseeker in second, and Pax in third. Auraxe, one of the new drivers who was the most likely to clinch the title away from IMA and Shadowseeker, could not attend today. This means that his title hopes are almost over, unless he can pull off the impossible and win 3 Grand Prix in a row and hope that Shadowseeker and IMA can have bad results. For Trusty extend their lead on Bad Piggers in the team standings, and Bastion Martin is trailing behind Bad Piggers with Pax still in last. See you next race.